So today we are going to start with the nature of roots and the nature of coefficient of polynomial equations. Before that, we just know about the roots. The roots having the three type: imaginary roots, rational roots, and irrational roots. So these kind of roots we are going to find the polynomial equation using some conditions. I select 3.10, 110. You just revise or just study or refer page number 107 to page number 110. You just go through these pages. You have to the complex number occurring pairs of the roots, or how we will get the roots these kind of roots. Look at the question. Find the coefficient. The coefficient is integer coefficient with square root root 2 by square root 3 also root. So this is the one root because that is the leading in the polynomial equation. So I skip up the polynomial word. So you just understand that is one value of polynomial equation. That is x is equal to square root of root 2 by square root of 3 as a root. They are giving as a root, as a one root. If polynomial equation means we have at least two roots. So we have at least two roots. The two roots are, another one is x is equal to you may change x minus square root of minus root 2 by root 3 is one root. The another root I found, that is the another root is x is equal to minus square root of root 2 by root 3 as another root. So this will become x plus square root of root 2 by root 3. Now we have two roots. This is the common steps for the polynomial equation. Now we are going to use the two roots and get the polynomial equation. You write x minus square root of root 3 by root 3 into x plus square root of root 2 by root 3. So you multiply, start here. You multiply x into x square. Another method also I found. Here is look like a minus b into a plus b. A minus b into a plus b. That is a square minus b square. So we are using this formula for here. X minus a and x plus a. X means x square and minus square root of b square. So the square root cancel, the remainder term root 2 by root 3. So this is the another term, but still we didn't get our goal because they are asking the coefficient having some integer. So there is only one. So we need more than one. Then I select another root. So x square minus root 2 by root 3 as a root, and x square plus root 3 by root 3 as another root. Again I select one more root because we need coefficient of integer. That is the point. You may keep x square minus root 2 by root 3 is a factor because already we are using the root. So as a factor, and x square plus root 2 by root 3 as another factor. So root is not a wrong meaning, but it is useful to you. So next you just multiply like this. X square minus root 2 by root 3 into into x square plus root 2 by root 3. The same manner, like a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. The same thing you may do. Like x and x square, that is x power 4 minus square root of, the square root has been cancelled. The remainder is 2 by 3. Now, if you equal to 0 means we have 3x power 4 minus 2 equal to 0. Now, we have the coefficient. So, that is the required answer. You write like this. The required answer is, you may write like this. The required polynomial equation is 3x power 4 minus 2 is equal to 0, because they are asking the polynomial equation with the integer coefficient. So that is the answer. Now we identify the natural roots of the given equation without solving the equation. So the idea comes from the negativity equal to 0 and the positivity of lambda is equal to b square minus 4ac. This idea will come to the positivity lambda is equal to b square minus 4ac. Already you studied a 10th standard about this lambda, del or lambda. So if lambda value greater than 0 means the factors are real and equal. If lambda equal to 0 means we have the rational root. If lambda is less than 0 means the roots are imaginary and not equal. This is the common thing about the coefficient, the polynomial delta concept. Look at the next topic of rational roots, page number 111. They are giving some explanation of the front page, the beginning of page, and just go through example 3.11 and 3.12. I select 3.13. Show that if b, q, r are rational, the roots of x square minus 2bx plus b square minus q square plus 2qr minus r square equal to 0 as a rational. You just write the roots are rational numbers. They are given the roots are rational, which means if delta is equal to b square minus 4ac, that is the concept. Now we are going to the delta of the given equation. So this is a. The given equation we write a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 2b. The coefficient are x, and the full terms as like a constant. C is equal to b square minus q square plus 2qr minus r square. Now we are going to substitute. B square means 4b square minus 4 into a value 1 and write the c value. B square minus q square plus 2qr minus r square. Then b square minus 4b square minus q square minus into plus minus 2qr. Here minus into minus plus. And also plus r square. Now we have to cancel plus minus. And then can you guess? The 4 is common for r. So you write like this. Minus 4 means you just write like this. Because all the time we can include 4. 4b square plus 4q square minus here 2. So 2 into 4, 8qr minus into minus plus 4r square. Now we are going to write the remainder term. 4, 8 and 4. So take the 4 as a common. The remaining terms are q square minus 2qr plus r square. Can you guess what formula is instead of this? A square minus 2ab plus b square. So we write q minus r the whole square. So that is the perfect square will come. So that is the rational number. You will write which is the perfect square, which is perfect square. Then you just complete the sentence. Hence the roots are rational. That's all. Hence the roots are rational. That's all it. Just to copy that.